Morning. My name is Srinivas Govada. In this session, we'll talk about the solutions for the Medha 11.0 database questions. Okay, let us get started. The first question: which commands are used to define or redefine the schema objects? So in SQL, we have 5 types of commands. Those are DDL, DML, okay, DCL, TCL, and the last is DQL. So what are the commands available in the DDL are create, drop, alter, rename, and truncate. These are the commands available in the DDL commands. So these commands, all the full form of DDL will be data definition language. Means we can modify, we can create or alter the database object by using these 5 commands. Those are create, drop, alter, rename, and truncate. So the question here is which command are used to define or redefine. Define or redefine means change the schema objects. The right answer would be DDL. DML is not for defining, it is only to insert data or update or delete the data. So TCL, in TCL it is all a transaction control language. There we have 3 commands: save point, rollback, and commit. So the answer, the first question would be DDL. Answer would be DDL. Okay. Next question: which of the following is a valid create table? So which of the following commands is a valid create table command? So we know that you have to create a table. We need a table name, and a column name, and a column data type. So in order to create a table, we need 3 things as a default. One is create a table name. Then after table name, at least one column and a corresponding data type. So here we'll see what are the available given syntax. So create table EMP space add. There would be no table. There will be no table with spaces. So it should be EMP add or EMP only EMP. But here it is given as EMP add. So there is a space between EMP and add. This is not a valid statement. Now next, what is the second statement? Create table EMP ID integers. Integers is not a valid data type. So integers is not a valid. Next, again create table modified. Again there is a space between EMP and modified. This is also invalid statement. There will be no gap between a table name. Here it is EMP is one word, modified is a second word, and there is a gap in between these two. So this is not a valid case. Now left with only one last statement: create table valid, EMP table name valid, ID is a column name, and integer is a data type. Okay. Now this is a valid. Create table statement. Now this is the right answer. So the right answer for this is D. The third question: how can you insert row into store table? So insert is possible by using the DML command called insert. So the insert statement takes a command something like this: insert into which table you want to insert data, table name, then values you have to give. Okay, brackets open, close the brackets. The table syntax to insert data into table is insert into a table name, value, space. Now we'll see the given options. How can you insert? Okay, first option, insert row. This is not a valid keyword. Insert into is a keyword. So first is a wrong answer. Insert values, again wrong because into is missing. Insert into, which here this is also wrong because they are not mentioning which table to add data. They are not mentioning which table to add data. So we are left with the last option, insert into. The table name is store. The values are 1 and Ram Singh. So this is a valid statement. Okay, this is a valid statement because the syntax is insert into table name, values, brackets open, what are the row you want to insert. Okay? The right answer for this is D. Okay, conditionally retrieval of rows from a table with a select which clause is used. In order to conditionally, if you want to filter the conditions, we have to use a where clause. We know that if you don't use the where clause, you are going to get all the records from the database table. But when you want to filter based on condition, you have to use a where clause. Now, what are the options given here? Where, having, group by, and order by. We know that group by is to sort the data. Group by is used to groups the based on a particular condition. Having is to filter the groups. So the right answer could be here where. So where is the right answer for conditional filtering of the data. Dash is a dash keyword eliminates duplicate rows from a result set of a result statement, from result of a select statement. If we want to remove duplicates, we know that we have to use a keyword called as distinct. So how do we use this syntax? Select distinct column name. For example, my column name is department or branch. I'll say branch here. From a table name called student. So this distinct will eliminate the duplicate values. So all will not eliminate duplicates or unique or in. So the right answer for this would be option C. So the right answer for this is option C. Next question. Which operators defines a range of values that a column value must fall in? Here we have in, like, between is operators. So we know that if you want to a range of values means it is always between. So range means between. So how do we between some value? So I'll say 10, 100. Okay. How do we use this? Select star means all columns from table name called as EMP, where EMP ID between 10 and 100. Now this 10 and 100 is range. The range is between 10 and 100, lower and up. This 10 is the lower boundary. This 100 is the upper boundary. So both values between 10 and 100 will be retrieved based on condition between. So between is like a range operator where you have to mention the lower boundary and higher boundary. So in is used to serve multiple values. For example, I'll say in name like A, B, C or D. So this in operator is for a multiple values. For a like is for pattern matching. Between is for range or to search between a given range, and is operator is not for range values. The option here it is between. To specify a list of values, dash operator is used. If you want to search for multiple values, you have to use in operator. Something like where department in CSC or ECE, etc. When you want to search for multiple values, you have to use an in operator. It takes you can give how many departments you want to search. You have to provide this brackets. Okay, so in operator is used to search multiple values. So it is not a like. Like is a pattern matching. Between is for a range. For example, between equals 10 and 100. So anything values between 10 to 100 will be used with between. Again, is not a thing we can use to search for multiple values. Which SQL statement will not generate any error message? Which SQL statement will not generate an SQL message? Now we'll see now. Select star from EMP correct where EMP number like. Generally like operator is used for a like operator used for a character fields. Here it is all numbers. So like is not preferable to use with a like operator. One ruled out. Select star from employee where salary between 3,000 to 15,000. This seems a valid answer. Select from EMP where COM is not null. This also seems to be correct, but we don't know what is this COM. If this column is there, present in EMP, this is correct. But at this moment we don't know whether this COM is. It might be commissionable COMM. Maybe it is a comma here. It is a column name here. But if this COM is there in this table, it is valid. If not, it is not a valid. All of the above. So the answer here would be either B or C, if provided if com is a column in this say there is a where like 1 2 3. So here like operator can be used for even for integers, but it is not preferable. So ideally answer would be B. That is correct. 100% correct. If column is there, this is also correct. So answer would be either B or C or only B. Okay. Which statement is valid? Alter table employee, modify last name, care of 2 of 2000. Alter table employee, change last name. Alter table employee, change last name. So alter table, modify last name, varchar. Now, what difference you are seeing? See in between. So there is nothing called as varchar 2. Okay. First thing you can eliminate is there is nothing by name varchar 2. So this is ruled out. So cat 2. Change is not a keyword to change the column properties. Is ruled out. Again, change is not there. Okay. If you want to modify a column, you have to use a modify column name. It corresponds data type. See the first one, this option seems to be correct, but here the problem is there is no condition by name care of 2. So this is ruled out. So the right answer is the last option. The clause which sorts the data of a table, it is order by clause. So order by clause will sort your data after you get from the database. Again, this sort will have two flavors, ascending and descending. The default sort is ascending, and we can sort multiple columns. How do we use this order by? So I'll say select star from EMP order by branch. By default it is an ascending option. So this is my statement. So the right option in this case would be option C, that is order by. Which of the following command is used to create a database by name student? In order to create a database by name student, we need to use syntax called create database student. In order to create a database, we need to use a command called create database and the database name student here. Now you will see create question mark 1 student, wrong answer. Create database student, right answer. Database slash student, wrong answer. Database student. So the right option is option B, that is create database by database name. Which one will delete the data as well as the structure? Which one will delete the data as well as the database structure? Okay, that table structure. So we know that drop will remove the structure. Drop will remove the subject. Structure means automatically data is also lost. Automatically data is also lost. So lost is the command to remove structure, means it will remove totally the object from the database. When you remove the object from the database, automatically data is also dropped. So truncate will only remove the data. Alter will only change the structure of a table, or it can add a new column, or it can also remove a column. So delete will only remove records from the database. Okay. Here they said that it should delete the table data as well as the table structure. The right option here would be drop. The full form of RDBMS. We know the RDBMS is Relational Database Management System. Okay. The full form of this is a Relational Database Management System. Okay. The right answer for would be option B. The use command. So how do you use the use command? Use database name. For example, you are working on a SQL, or you're working on a SQL Server or MySQL. There will be multiple databases. If you want to work on a database by name student, you have to say use student. Use student will take you to control to the student database. Suppose you have database like student, employee, faculty. You want to work on this faculty database. You have to say use faculty. This step will take you to control to the faculty database. Is used to load code from another file. It is wrong command. It has been depreciated and should be avoided for security reasons. Wrong answer. Is a pseudonym for select command. No. It should be used to choose the database which you want to use once you connect to MySQL. After connecting to the MySQL, there could be multiple databases. At one time, you cannot work on all the databases. You have to select a database you have to use. And then you have to say use faculty. That means it will take you to faculty database. You say use student, it will take you use student database. The right answer would be the D option. Use should be used to choose the database you want to use once you are connected to MySQL. Okay. Next question. A row of relation generally defined as what is a row and what is a column of relation. We know that a row is a tuple. Row is a tuple and column is an attribute. Attribute is for column. This column. So the row of a relation is called as a tuple. The row of relation is called a tuple. The column of relation is called attribute. Okay, attribute. It is not domain. Domain means, for example, integer domain, it will take all integer values. A character domain take only character values. The domain is something related to a data type. Okay. So the question here is, what is a row means a tuple, a column means an attribute. Next question. A relation has 45 tuples means it has 45 rows. A relation has 45 tuples means it has 45 rows. A table is having a 45 rows and 5 attributes, so 5 columns and 5 columns. Okay, this is a given property to us. It has 45 rows, 5 columns. What will be the degree and the cardinality of the relations? So degree is number of rows. Number of is 45. What is cardinality? It is the number of attributes. The right answer would be here. Degree is equal to 45. The cardinality is 5. We use dash operator with select for condition based on pattern matching. So pattern matching is you have to use the like operator. When you don't know the exact value, we have to use the like operator. Like operator is pattern matching. The pattern matching symbol you can use as percentage or underscore. Using these two symbols, we can search on a pattern matching. So in operator is used for multiple values. Between is to be a range. Is for one value, where employee is null or employee is not null. So here pattern matching means we have to use something, a condition called like. Okay. To display the list of employees having E in their name in the descending order of salary. So he is saying that employee should have something like E in their name and also descending order. When you know it is a pattern matching here it is something like pattern matching. It says that having E. So we have to use something like E percentage. E. The E can be at any place. So I'm saying percentage E percentage. That means that my name should have letter E. It can be any place. So starting is a percentile, ending by in between I'm saying E. Now we'll see conditions. Select star from employee where EMP name like order by salary disk. So here the salary should be in the descending order. The answer is order by salary descending. The first option is we'll see what the first option will say that it is starting with E, but they said that name should be have E in the name. So first is wrong because it is only starting with E will come. Okay, this will not execute because so order by salary, order by will be the last statement. When name like order by disk salary, again this is a syntactically correct wrong because order by column then description. The right answer is order by salary descending of format. Dash is an attribute of a group of attributes that uniquely identify across each entity. It is primary key. So primary key will make sure that your data in that column is a unique and it cannot be repeated. Dash non-key attribute whose values are derived from primary key of other table. So it is a foreign key. See, a foreign key is a non-key attribute which values will be determined from the other value. For example, I have a student table, okay, having roll number 1, 2, 3, name ABC. I will say department as 10, 20, 30. I'm not giving here the name of the departments. Department will have a separate table, department 10, 20, 30. I'll say this belongs to CSC, this belongs to ECE, EEE. Okay, this is department master table having 3 columns, 2 columns and 3 rows 10, 20, 30 ECE, CSC and EEE. Now I am referring this department name in this table 10, 20, 30. Now this is the primary table. This is the primary column. This is the PK column. And this is the foreign key column. The right answer would be here, foreign key. Okay, with this completes Medha 11.0. In the next video, we'll talk about the Medha 12.0 questions.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.